Your hands are shaking, not from the cold. You're standing in a kitchen you no longer trust, holding 12 pages that just rewrote your entire future. Black mold behind the dishwasher, a cracked support beam under your feet, wiring from 1962 still humming, still live, still one bad spark from a house fire. 4 months ago, you paid $340,000 for this place. Your agent called it charming with character. Your lender called it the smartest move you'll make this decade. Tonight, a contractor is calling it a teardown. This is the starter home as a pyramid scheme. Stick around, because what you're about to learn isn't about bad luck. It's about who built this trap and why they needed you to walk into it. Here's how it always starts. You're 27, maybe 31. Rent is eating half your check, and every older relative at Thanksgiving has the same sentence loaded in the chamber. Stop throwing your money away. Buy something. Funny how nobody mentions what you're about to throw your money into instead. So you go shopping, and the market gives you exactly 2 options. The nice houses, $500,000 and climbing, completely out of reach, and the starter homes, old roof, old pipes, old everything, priced just low enough to feel possible. Your agent calls it cosmetic, paint and elbow grease, she says. Instant equity. Instant equity is real estate code for, we don't know what's wrong with it yet, and neither do you. You want to believe her. You've watched the renovation shows. Buy ugly, fix it up, double your money. It looks so easy on a screen. 30 minutes, 3 commercial breaks, a confetti reveal. Nobody airs the part 18 months later, the part in the Home Depot parking lot, calculator open, coffee going cold. You sign. You get the keys. For one whole weekend, you finally feel like you won something. Would you have noticed the inspection waiver buried in your offer? Most buyers don't. Nearly 1 in 3 skip the inspection entirely just to win a bidding war. You were one of them. Nobody held a gun to your head. They just made hesitation feel like losing. The first few months feel good. New paint, new floors, friends come over, say the place has good bones. Then you open the kitchen wall. Behind it, rusted pipes from the Eisenhower administration, wiring that fails code, a subfloor that gives under your boot like wet cardboard. The $18,000 kitchen you budgeted is now a $41,000 surgery. At this point, your starter home has started more projects than it's finished. Congratulations, you're not a homeowner. You're an unpaid intern at your own house, working unlimited overtime, paid entirely in stress and drywall dust. You don't have $41,000 sitting around, so you do what most people in your position do. You borrow it, a home equity loan, secured by the same house that's currently failing a structural exam. Here's what nobody tells you. That loan isn't measured against what your house is worth today. It's measured against what the bank is betting it'll be worth tomorrow. You just signed up to gamble your future on a house that can't hold its own ceiling up. Now step back. Look at the whole board. The starter home market was never a ladder for you to climb. It's a funnel, and you were never the customer. You were the inventory. Investors buy these aging houses in cash, cheap, fast. They do the bare minimum, fresh paint, staged furniture, granite slapped over a cracked subfloor, and flip it 40 to 60% higher to the first buyer desperate enough to skip the inspection. The National Association of Realtors has tracked entry-level inventory shrinking for over a decade, while investor purchases of the cheapest homes on the market keep climbing into double-digit territory in city after city. Translate that. The most broken houses in America get bought first by people with cash who will never sleep there a single night, and sold last to the one person who'll spend their entire savings trying to survive inside it. The fixer-upper fantasy didn't get popular by accident. It got popular right when affordable housing disappeared. Television sold you the dream of flipping a house for profit. The market sold you as the asset getting flipped. You didn't buy a stepping stone. You bought somebody else's exit door. 18 months in, the math stops cooperating. Roof, $14,000. HVAC dies in July, $9,000 more. Your equity loan payment stacks on your mortgage payment until your cheap starter home costs more monthly than the nice house you couldn't afford to begin with. You went looking for the cheap option. You found the expensive lesson. You try to refinance. The appraisal comes back low. The same cracks you're paying to fix are dragging your equity down faster than you can pour money in.
Contractors have a name for this. They call it the money pit. They usually say it once they're already in your driveway, cashing your check. A neighbor mentions almost casually that 3 other houses on your street sold the exact same way in the last 2 years. Same flip, same buyer profile, same slow collapse. Would you have noticed the pattern if you weren't the one standing inside it? 2.5 years after closing, you list the house. The market has changed. Buyers are cautious again. This one hires an inspector, a good one, who finds your same foundation problem, plus new water damage you didn't catch in time. You drop the price, then drop it again. When it finally sells, you walk away with less than your original down payment. The home equity loan doesn't disappear with the house. It stays, sitting on your credit report like a tombstone with your name already carved into it. You did everything you were told. Bought low, worked hard, trusted the math. The math was never built to protect you. It was built to move risk from the flipper to the bank to you. 5 years after you got the keys, you're renting again. Same as before, except now your credit score is bruised and your savings are thinner than the day you started. Meanwhile, the flipper who sold you that house is already closed on 3 more. 3 more starter homes, 3 more buyers standing in 3 more kitchens, holding 3 more inspection reports, hands shaking. Multiply that by every zip code in this country where entry-level housing keeps vanishing. It's not a ladder, it's a wheel, and it needs new feet at the bottom every few years. The starter home was never your stepping stone. It was the first rung of a structure built so the people standing above you could profit twice. Once when they sold it to you, again when you couldn't keep up and had to sell it back cheap. You weren't naive. You weren't bad with money. You were targeted by people who do this for a living. So before you sign anything, ask the only question that actually matters. Who profits if this house fails you? Because somewhere tonight, another inspection report is rolling off a printer. Another buyer is about to read it by lamplight, 12 pages deep into a house that was never built to be theirs. If this is the first time you've heard the words starter home and trap in the same sentence, you're already ahead of most buyers in this country. Subscribe before you make the call your real estate agent is waiting on. It might be the only inspection you actually get. Next time, the credit score you trust isn't measuring what you're worth. It's measuring how profitable you are to lend to. I'll see you in the next one.